YouTube, Queen Catastrophe here. It is currently 4 in the morning, but haven't done a video in forever. Thought might as well do one now. I also asked, should I do one now? And I was told, yeah, you should do one now. So I'm doing one now. So Friday the 13th was last Friday, as everyone knows. And for a lot of people, that's, it has different connotations? I want to say connotations. Because there is Friday the 13th, which is the movie series also. So there are a lot of horror buffs on Friday the 13th. For some it is an unlucky day, which I don't believe. Not because I don't believe in luck or unluck. I'm not really a superstitious person. And then for you nerds out there, it is the Homestuck holiday that just happened to be on a Friday this year. So why do I bring this up? Well, you've probably already seen the title of this video, which is probably going to have something to do with it. There's a story that I need to tell before I show it off. Originally, it was supposed to be our friend taking me and another housemate to the store. But due to a deal that one of the tattoo parlors around here was having, it was like $20 for a tattoo about this big. Which, tattoos are pretty expensive, so that wasn't a bad deal. The catch was it had to be horror Friday the 13th themed in some way, shape, or form. I'd never gotten a tattoo before. I always said I was never going to get one because they are scary and they hurt and they involve needles. I don't like those things, collectively. So, doing that to myself didn't seem like something I'd ever do. We get there, it's our friend who's gonna get the tattoo, and I found out my other housemate was getting the tattoo too. So I made the comment like, no, I've never gotten a tattoo, I wouldn't. And the guy that was handing out the numbers, because it was on a numbered basis, just hands it to me and just kind of... So I took it. I wasn't thinking that I was gonna get it, I was just thinking, it was nice to have the number anyway. So I had to borrow my friend's phone because I left mine at home because I didn't think I'd need it because I thought this was going to be like, 30 minutes. Then we were going to go to the store so I could get other things like I needed. And then we were going to go home. This wouldn't be a good story if that was all that happened, would it? We're there and I'm looking through the phone and everything. I did find one that I liked, which you will see in a second, and I will explain symbolism to it in a bit. But I found one I liked, so I decided, okay, I'd get it. We were originally told that it was going to be a 30-minute wait. We got there around 6. It was raining. It was cold. I luckily was not wearing a crop top like I originally was going to, something like this. So, thank God for that. It's spring, but it feels like it's winter here. Thanks, Arkansas. So, we're just outside and we're waiting. And we're waiting. And we're waiting. Okay, the thing was, when we got there, I believe they were on number 55? Like, tattoo-wise. Apparently they'd been at it for 9 hours, so I can understand, that they were tired, that this was not an easy thing to do for 9 hours straight. Our friend that drove us there had the number, and yes, we laughed. 69. Because you can't be an adult and not laugh at that. Like, if you can't laugh at things like that, then what is the point? But we were waiting, and they called, 50 whatever, and then they finally got to the 60s. This is where it paused like crazy. I want to say that we were out there for about 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We were there until almost midnight. Well, correction, we were there till past midnight. We stood outside almost the entire time because it was so packed inside. I think a few times, like, if I hadn't been wearing someone else's jacket, I probably would have gone and run around in the rain. But I didn't. Because I really like the rain. They get to 63 and we're thinking, okay, we're getting close. 10 minutes later, they call for 63 again. 30 minutes later, they call for 63 again. And it seems like, they haven't even ID'd us at this point. They haven't given us these little contract things that we had to sign. They have not done this. Like, they've been doing it to, like, for people that have already gotten it. We've already emailed our pictures in because that's how you did it there. But we're just sitting there looking at each other like, you know, this is taking a lot longer than we thought it would. Luckily, there was a Subway nearby and cookies were on sale because Friday the 13th. Thank God for unlucky holidays, huh? Not so unlucky. So, the whole time, I'm panicking. Because now my mind is set. You know, after about 3 hours, I decided I was going to do it out of spite because I'm a very petty person. I can't just do things to do them. I have to do them out of spite for some reason. I'm already ready to do this. I am 110% ready to do this thing. Except I am scared. I feel like I'm going to myself. I'm sitting there and there's this giant window and I'm watching other people get their tattoos and they're not even flinching. I'm just like, oh God, how can I do that? And the friend that had taken us had already gotten, I think, had 7 tattoos at this point. Now they have 8. They're like, no, it's really not as bad as everyone says it is. It hurts a little, but it's not as bad as everyone says it is. So I'm just taking their word on it. My housemate that had gone with me, had also never gotten a tattoo before. So they were like, you know, a little shaky too about it. Finally, at like 11 something, we finally get in there. People are clearing out. You know, we've been there since it was daylight. It is dead of night now. Nothing else is open. The Subway is closed. You know, there was just nothing. So we're waiting. At one point we actually found, because they had those how to draw books, but they had the like how to draw manga and comic books, so we went through those. If you've ever seen a how to draw manga book, those things, a lot of them are absolutely terrifying because they don't do a really Japanese style with it. They do the more Americanized anime like you see with, you know, the Netflix show Glitter Force or something like that. Like it's not real manga style. It's an American person trying to incorporate their cartoon into manga style, and it does not work. And I've said manga about 3 different ways now. I've been a weeb since I was 14. I think I know what I'm talking about. But it gets around to the other 2, and they finally get it, and you know, they're saying it's not that bad. So when it finally comes time for me to get mine, I'm a little nervous, you know. I had this amazing tattoo picked out for the fandom, Homestuck, which, if you know earlier, I did comment that it was the Homestuck holiday. So, I get this, you know, I'm nervous. My heart is pounding a little. I see the guy prepping the needle and everything. I decide I'm not looking at that. Not gonna do it. I move, and I had to lay on my stomach because I got it on my back. So I had to lay on my stomach, and the whole time I was laying like this, looking at my friends, because I refused to look at that guy. I refused to look at that needle. So the time has come, and I hear the needle start up, and I'm just like, oh no, I already don't like this. I already kind of want to back out, but you know, I've signed the papers. String. I've signed the papers. I'm in the chair. There is no turning back now. And I mean, the whole time, no one had pressured me into this. Everyone was saying, you don't have to do this. You really don't have to do this. Yes, I felt like I really did have to do this. Of course, I feel it and it hurts. Whoever says tattoos don't hurt is a f***ing liar. It doesn't hurt like you're going to die, but if you don't like shots, it hurts. It's like constant of a needle going in and out of your skin with ink. So yeah, that hurts a little. It's not fun at all. So the whole time I'm sitting there, you know, trying to deal with it and trying to not throw up from pain, because I have a very low pain tolerance when it comes to needles or like any sharp objects of the sort. That is when my pain tolerance goes down all the way. And people wonder why I can't have children. So I'm sitting there and my roommates are just like, you got this. It's fine. And I'm just sitting there. I don't even have a shirt on at this point because I decided to wear a t-shirt and you can't get to here through a t-shirt. So I had to take my shirt off. I was wearing this tube top bra, which works as a normal tube top, I guess. And I'm just over here. It's cold in there. It was cold outside. And I'm like about to cry. Luckily, it was over faster than I thought it would be because, you know, it's about that big. It's not a big tattoo. And now, the reveal of my first ever tattoo. It's a little kitty. Now, if you get the reference, that is awesome. If you don't get the reference, all I can say is Homestuck. It is an icon for a character named Roxy Lalonde. I did just kind of find the picture on the internet last minute. If I can find the artist that drew it originally, I will link them below. Hi, you may notice that I just changed the camera and everything, but that camera died and ran out of space, so I can't use that camera anymore. It's also not letting me copy the videos. I don't know where I was. That was basically the story of my first tattoo, which ended up being a Homestuck tattoo. That's all I really have, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you like, comment, subscribe. I think I'm gonna try doing more storytime videos. Who knows? Love you guys. And the queen is out. Peace.
1, 2, 3, 1.